Nancy and I would like to thank everybody for making it this evening. Some came from longer distance than others, and some had to put up with Governor Quinn and Rahm Emanuel's road construction. So don't blame that on us. At least we got the Blackhawks to lose, so they didn't play tonight. So. Just kidding, Keith. Today and every day, I've never been more proud of my daughter, Catherine. Kate, I love you to pieces. I'm just so glad God made you like your mother. Speaking of your mother, she is my rock, she is my best friend, and she's been my partner for 35 years. And when I get past that point, you have no chance. Kate is our only child, and she means the world to both Nancy and I. So as any good dad, I want to make sure that this is going to be the best day of her life. Those who knew her when she was young, watched her play the game, what was it called? The Perfect Way. So the pressure was on, because she played hour after hour after hour. So Kate, hopefully we got you buddy. I went online, I did some studying, I read books on how to pull off the best wedding. There was a book called Dad's Guide to Wedding Planning. I found it. It was a very simple book. It had 4 points. Number 1 point said be on time. Number 2, probably the most important one, say yes, dear, to everything. Number 3, hire Chrissy as your wedding planner. And number 4, don't embarrass anyone with your toast. I've nailed the first 3, so let's go on. Catherine, or Katie Beth, as your mother and I used to call you, has become such a beautiful young woman, not only on the outside, but more importantly, on the inside. Yes. We love you. I remember the days of Indian princesses with Laura Casimir, Michelle Brita, Ashley Moon. These girls thought roughing it was a Holiday Inn with a holodome. Then there was junior golf. They loved the idea of playing golf until they realized that they had to carry their own clubs and they couldn't ride in a golf cart. As you know, junior golf was very important to Catherine. And she went on to play at Crystal Lake Central Golf, and she wouldn't tell anybody this, but up until I think last year, she held the school record for shooting a 36 in the regional tournament. Thanks, God. She's actually very good at golf, and she just learned to play past 12 holes. If you didn't already figure it out, golf is pretty huge in our family. So that leads me to the first day meeting Alex. It was Kate's sophomore year at IU. Thank you, Earl. Able-bodied assistant. Kate had pledged Phi Beta Phi, where she met so many of these wonderful young ladies that have become her best friends. The one that's going to beg me. So she was moving to the Pi Phi house. This was her sophomore year, and she has this guy named Alex come over to help her move. Alex pulls in the driveway. Now remember, he's coming to help move. He pops the trunk. And what would be in the trunk? A set of golf clubs. You had to be hooked from day one. Ever since then, Alex has been a big part of our family. We've done many vacations together. We've traveled together, most of them centered around golf. Alex is quite the funny guy, as you all know. And we've always had a good golf bet between us whenever we play. Our golf bet is different than most golf bets where you have a Nassau or a gutter ball. Our golf bet is, what hole does Kate say? Are we done yet? We need to get to the pool. We already have a family tradition. Every December, the four of us trudge down to Chicago Stadium. Thank you, Keith Speck, for starting that tradition for us. And happy anniversary, Keith and Sonia, by the way. 33 years, actually, yes. So we're all huge Blackhawk fans. Just think, if the Hawks had made the finals, we'd already won. I don't know what happened last night, but oh well. At least the league cooperated when I called Mr. Bettman and said, do not have that fifth game on Saturday night, please. Then the Hawks will lose. So golf and hockey, that's all well and good, and something Alex and I can really relate to. But you all need to know I really do have an issue with Alex. And it's one that may never go away. He just can't figure out that there's only one true baseball team in the city of Chicago. Go, Cubs, go! Go, Cubs, go! Hey, Chicago, what do you say? Cubs are gonna win today. Let's go! Cubs, go! Go, Cubs, go! Hey, Chicago, what do you say? Cubs are gonna win today. Okay, if you haven't figured out, I'm a pretty diehard Cub fan. So much so that when Kate and Alex announced that they're getting married, I was really hoping it would be in April. That way I can stand up here and say, this is the year. They went and did it in June, and now I'm relegated to saying, wait till next year. By the way, I sent the email to everybody in this room, I think, with a little video presentation I put together for Kate and Alex. So if you get a chance, you might want to look at that later. Make sure you have the headphones on and you can hear it. I think you'll enjoy it. Anyway, today Nancy and I are gaining a son we've never had. And he's a pretty good one at that. Outside your baseball preference. Anyway, Kate's grandpa's name was Alex. And Alex passed away a couple of years ago, and it's nice to still have that Alex name in our family. Alex and Kate, between your parents, there's over 75 years of marriage to back you up. And what we learned about today was reasonable happiness. I'm always reasonable, I'm always happy. I know Chuck and Val join Nancy and me in wishing you many years of happiness, good health, and good luck. We're thrilled to be joining the two families together. But just before you raise your glasses, I have one bit of advice for Kate and Alex. I'm not an expert at the things that make a marriage work, but I've done it for 35 years, and I'm pretty good at it. But I know one of the most important things to learn is compromise. So now is a good time as any to start that compromise. So Kate and Alex, if you come up, I've got something for you.
Something else, isn't it?
Alex first. Thank you. The bar is open.
Ladies and gentlemen, a wonderful round of applause for our father of the bride. And with that.